All right, what's going on, guys? Jeff here back again with another video. So today we're going to be talking about the whole Elon Musk buying over Twitter. Okay, I kind of want to talk about other things, but I think that this is a little bit more time sensitive. So let's get this out of the way first. All right, so what I believe is that Twitter have no more upside left. Okay, this is not financial advice, but if you are in Twitter, start evaluating your own position inside of the company. Okay, let's run through some of the scenario of what can actually happen from today on. If Twitter were to accept Elon Musk's $43 billion full cash acquisition, first of all, if that were to happen, and you will still be in the company itself, if you're still invested in Twitter while it is still public, eventually it's going to turn private because that is what Elon Musk actually said. That is what he actually filed according to his SEC filing, that he will bring Twitter private. Okay? It means that if this actually goes down, true, we might actually see Twitter go up in price, maybe to $54, maybe to $55, but I highly doubt it. Okay, I think that $50 would be a very nice threshold. But anything more than $50, chances are people will start to have a huge selling pressure. Secondly, if Twitter somehow manages to say, nah, we're not gonna accept this, then you're gonna suddenly have another issue if you're in Twitter. Because that means that you are going to suddenly have 9.2% of a selling pressure out of the company. Because Elon Musk said it himself. If his offer is not going to be taken, it means that the internal management desperately have something wrong. And he don't think that it would be a good investment opportunity. And because of that, Elon Musk would take away 9.2% equity stake out of the company. And because of that, that means that there will be a lot of shares going into the market. And there's a good chance that we might actually see prices of Twitter go dangerously low. And that's why you should also possibly get out of Twitter. Thirdly, not really connected to Twitter or connected to Elon Musk, but actually is connected to the company that Twitter actually engaged, which is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, earlier this year, actually rated Twitter as a sell target. For a rating company, they can actually rate what are some of the companies that are sell rating, buy rating, or neutral rating. They actually judged Twitter as a sell rating. It means that they would most likely sell the stock. And they put a price target of $30 per share. $30. Today, Twitter actually engaged Goldman Sachs to do the price target evaluation to actually counter Elon Musk by saying $54.20 per share is way too low because clearly Twitter is worth a lot more. But that was not what Goldman Sachs analysts basically said earlier this year. Okay, earlier this year you said that Twitter was worth $30 and you should sell Twitter. So clearly it doesn't really make the most sense when someone actually is offering you more than 80% of what you actually were asking for based on your evaluation earlier this year. So, of course, there's going to be a whole nother blatant market manipulation topic for us to actually talk about as well. But yeah, honestly speaking, I don't really see anything well to go with Twitter for now. Of course, today is Good Friday. The market's not going to be open. But I do think that Twitter is going to be dangerously low to begin with. Okay, of course, there will be one black swan event that I would like to actually put up as a possibility as well, which would be if Elon Musk actually take over Twitter and don't bring it private. If Elon Musk were to bring over Twitter, buy over 100% of Twitter, and suddenly just be like, you know what, it's going to stay public, highly doubt it again. But of course, it's still a possibility because if he were to do that, he can continue to sell the shares back into the market again. But of course, if he were to do that, then that's a little bit of a market manipulation as well. But of course, if that were to happen, then yes, there's a very good possibility that you can suddenly see Twitter go to the moon. But yeah, because of that, honestly speaking, I think that when the market opened on Monday, you will probably see puts on Twitter becoming very expensive. You will be able to see calls on Twitter being very cheap because the things that people who wanted to sell the calls have already sold the calls. And of course, those are some of the calls that I actually called out for, predictions that I actually called out for when the first time I actually saw the news on Twitter. I'm not super duper bullish on Twitter. If anything, I'm actually bearish on Twitter. Right now, I don't really see any upside for Twitter. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Hopefully this actually makes it up before you guys actually make any of your decision. But anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you guys on